Gary is asking you both, what would be the first places you would want to visit on a trip going to Scotland?
Okay.
The pub. If I'm honest.
Okay.
You land in the plane, you're tired, you just want to have a nice pint.
The very first thing you wanted to visit. Okay. In that case, you might as well say the restroom. You get off the plane, you want to go to the back. Come on, man. Come on. How about a site?
A cultural significance. Fine. Yes. Fine. I don't know. See,
I guess you drum roll.
I've been to Scotland several times, and I've done the tourist thing, and I've done the non-tourist thing.
Right.
My favorite, the most memorable experience I had in Scotland was we stayed in Aberfoyle at a B&B kind of thing, and about 20 minutes away, between two mountain ridges, effectively, was a windy road. There was a little rest stop with literally just picnic benches, just a parking lot and some picnic benches.
Okay.
And then on the other side was this town called Callander. And when we were driving back from Callander, it literally, we just okay, we're just going to rest for a little bit, kind of watch the sunset over the mountains. And it was already going down. So by the time we got there, parked, there was no cars on the road, no noise. The mountains kind of insulated the area. Yeah. And when the sun went down, literally, you could barely see things, and it was so dead quiet, you could hear your heart beating in your ears.
Nice.
That is one of the first places I would want to go, is somewhere as calming and serene as that.
Yep.
I've done the castle thing, I've done the tourist thing, I've done the where the locals drink and eat kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's the one memory that really sticks out, is just this dead quiet and beauty of the sun going down over the mountains in Scotland.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Top that.
I'm not going to try, because I think the point, I think you're raising the point that basically there's 2 or 3 different kinds of experiences you can have when you travel anywhere, but especially Scotland. And you want to try and get all of them.
Yeah, you want the whole flavor.
Yeah, you want the big history, and you want the little history, and you want the personal experience with the people, and you want the land, and you want the landscape. Yeah. So, so for pure emotional impact, I'd have to go in the off season if there is an off season. I doubt there is an off season, but to avoid as many people as possible, I would love to watch a sunset over Culloden Moor.
There is an off season. It's called January.
Okay, I would totally do that for that sake of being there for that. And I want to go to Scottar Brae, which in some ways you could say is not strictly Scotland proper, but one of the oldest human habitations ever discovered.
Is that in the Orkneys or?
Yeah, it's in the Orkneys.
Yeah.
So I would absolutely love to see that. And yeah, basically other than that, it'd be about finding people.
Yeah.
Well, there is Gold Brothers, of course.
I think the key to it is, I'm just not even acknowledging. The key to it is, I don't speak negatively about competitors.
Jolly good. Okay.
The key to it is finding locals, whether that's in the pub, literally, if you're staying in a hotel, go down and ask the maitre d', where do you go to drink? Where's the best local watering hole? Where's the best local bar? Not, walking up and down the Royal Mile, though there's nothing wrong with that, but check out where the locals go. If you want a true, authentic experience, you don't want the watered-down, McDonald's version of Scotland. You want real haggis. You want real neeps and tatties. You want real bangers and mash in Ireland. You want to have an authentic experience. When we were in Ireland, we literally said, okay, where's the best place to go to hear session music in County Clare? And we would go there and just sit in a pub and listen. Musicians filed in. There was a fire, a peat brick fire. Musicians just filed in.
Legit.
We had pints of Guinness on the table, and I remember Kelly literally put her camcorder on the table with a pint of Guinness sitting there, and just videotaped an hour and a half of session music. That was it, and that was an authentic experience.
Yeah.
Versus taking a guided tour of a particular castle. there's knowledge there and there's history there, and that's fun as well.
Yeah.
But it's not how people are living today. So it's a different angle on the culture.
I'm more of a history nut than you are, so I have a slightly different perspective. I did think of one other. I would really like to climb up Arthur's Seat. Actually, you agree with that one, Lucas?
Yeah. I've been to Edinburgh a couple times,
Yeah.
and I haven't definitely regretted that.
I really want to do that. But yeah, I think getting a sense for the real life going on there, and feeling the culture that's just seeping into the everyday is important. I do think going to historic sites is valuable. If you can do it in as quiet a way as possible, avoiding tour groups is great. If you talk to docents or tour guides, be incredibly respectful and friendly with them. They're there to educate, and so often they're answering the same questions over and over again. Or they're dealing with people who are just not really into it. They're just like, oh, this is the next stop on the tour. If you show interest, you will get better information from them, and you can have a richer experience at the historic site. Yeah, speaking as one who has been an interpreter, so there's a lot to be said for that too. And look for historic things and cultural things that are off the beaten path.
And off season.
And off season helps a lot. Yeah.
A lot of times it's going to be cold. You're going to worry a little bit about weather conditions, but whenever there's a trade show in the UK in January, and when I go to Scotland, it's generally in January. I lump in the trade show to the trip, but we've gone to Inverness, we've gone to Fort William, we've gone to Glasgow, Edinburgh. Like we've visited different areas. We've been to Culloden, and seen different things in January, and there's a lot less people there, especially at Culloden. I remember there was probably at this beautiful historical site 25 people we saw while circling the entire battlefield when we were there. And then we went to the Clava Cairns, which is 20 minutes or so from Culloden battlefield. And there was no one there. Zero. So, Kelly and I went into the huge rock mound with the walkway into it and that kind of stuff. It was a really cool experience having no one there to interrupt you, just kind of, communing with nature, as it were.
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging out and taking it all in.
And the ghosts.
Yes.
Yep.
Woo!
Eerily enough, our friend Chris here mentions that he would like to go ghost hunting in Scotland.
Oh yeah. What's the bridge?
Stirling.
I think Stirling. It's either not Stirling Bridge. There's a bridge in Edinburgh, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's famously haunted.
Tower Bridge or no?
No. That's London. That's London. Anyway, there's all these 18th century structures that were built inside under the arches, 18th and 19th century structures, and it's super creepy cool.
All the tunnels underneath Edinburgh.
Yep.
The closes
the closes. That's it. Yeah, that's the term I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a bridge.
Closes.
It's literally like underneath the streets.
Yeah, but it used to be a bridge. That's the point. It was the reason the closes exist was because of it. Boy, this is a tangent. Thanks for your patience, everybody. But yeah, Arthur's Seat is also good for ghosts too. That's where they found those weird voodoo dollies. Those little miniature bodies there. Yeah.
As you do.
Take me with you. We'll do it up.